night, tonight, to light, to fight, to quiet, to sight, to right, to height, to might. The world to shake hands with the enemy, performing dirty rituals under the umbrella of fun, embedding us with the physical and emotional scars. Physical and emotional scars, those are physical and emotional scars that have to skin bone and blood. Sanbonan. Okay. Thank you so much for coming through. All belong with speeches. I just want to appreciate my brother, Ominko Singonyana. He's in the audience right there. It's the first time he's watching me, so I've got to make an impression. So, the following poem is not suitable for people under the ages of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Those are the foundation pillars of a life of a poet. See, what I do not create a new language with my poetry, but simply pick letters that make up a story of my life. The big question is how, you ask. It's simple. See, I, with a trained eye, I identify the letters that could fit the perfect letter written by a poet to his audience. Have you ever noticed that the more flexible the tongue towards the Queen's language, the more expectation there is for you to be smarter towards life? See, I pen these thoughts with the hope of not losing memory of what is dear to my heart, the most precious jewel to my eyes, the black ink, prominent on white paper, which is a bit confusing because let me take you back a few years to the South African streets where songs like Solomon, Wailikawe Nomkhonto Wesizwe, Wayebulala Mabhunu Africa were prominent. And the black man has never been an important subject. But has anything changed in our recent history? Have you ever noticed that the more flexible the tongue towards the Queen's language, the more expectation there is for you to be smarter towards life? But think about it really. Black has always been identified with hardship since back in the day, or should I say since black. Serena Williams, she's probably the best you've seen, and immediately after she was prominent in her career, there had to be the wrong attention. Just recently, there was a backlash from white media as the umpire who positioned in an upper society chair decided to make things tougher for her. With white media throwing the wrong attention, making up mistakes that were not there. Michael Jordan, probably the best athlete you've seen in basketball. It took him 10 times more the effort of an average white boy effort to create a name in society as an athlete. But have you ever noticed, the more flexible the tongue towards the Queen's language, the more expectation there is for you to be smarter towards life. The black society has for the longest time in recent history been sidelined, and we have been silent about those hard-hitting issues that cause the corners of our eyes to burn with tears. Utive tishisa tigcwala emehlo utibambe utigwinye kabuhlungu lapho indlala ithi njenga lendzaba tifundvo tifuna ucinise sandla naso lesesithambile enganikaze ugcinile udla bona batawuchamuka basuthi futhi bajimile banemandla ekusishaya masithi sifuna kucela imali lengeyethu yebo ngeyethu senda tivumelwane lengeke basho ukuthi bobani senda tivumelwane nabo bethembisa ukuthi batasibhadalela esikolweni kwethu ukuthi siphase esikolweni akusekukhashane siyakhumbula kusasebuhlungu namhla etinhlitweni tethu bafundzi bashaywa kabuhlungu ayanda kwephuka kumgogodla alwela imali lethenjiswa yona likusasa lakhe lafiphala. The driver of that Casper flipped her life around for life like Serena Williams' umpire, seated on that comfortable chair, and he stepped on a child's future, literally damaging her future and her body for life. The despised of this world to shame the wise. He uses the smallest voice to speak the deeper things of this life. Have you ever noticed that the black man is probably the most original species, with genes so strong that when we mate with any other race in the world, we create black? For a second, imagine a white woman with a black man, the child would be black. An Asian woman with a black man, the child would be black. A European woman with a black man, the child would be black. I'm not too sure if it stands the same with the others. Thing is, with me, Yasana, when I was born dead. See, I was born dead. The moment I died was the moment my eyes opened. Death hovered all around me. I remember notifying my mom and the maid, and I had arrived, but that cry was made by a dead baby. Death ruled and controlled my life. I grew to be strong and loud in a dead state of life. My limbs grew stronger each day. I remember Ekas walking up and down the streets of my location, but nobody noticed that I was dead. Maybe they were also dead, hence they saw something strange about me. But not up until the time rude awakening saw the light of day. It chafed me into the early hours of morning, beatboxing my way to a consecutive conscience that continually contemplates, contaminating, carrying into sharing. Death, I tell you now, be not proud, for no longer will you rule my life, because even though I was born dead, but I was raised from the death of sin the moment I said yes. Because yes, I said yes, and I accepted the lover of my soul. And I remember it like it was yesterday. There I was, the altar call was called, and I raised up my hand and I said yes. And I fell in love with a man who just rocked my world. He jumped in the living daylight out of me. He stole my heart, replaced it with his love. He was charming enough that I just could not resist his irresistibly sweet charm. In the midst of my so-called divine life, he sweet talked me into an intimate relationship with him. Believe me, he's everything you would aspire in a relationship. Thing is, it happened that I handed my whole life to him and ended up hand in hand with him, which just saw an end to my past. It's all fault, I did not deserve him, but he just saw everything in me. He captured my heart and I fell for his presence. His name is the very same man which King David of old speaks in words combined as sentences. He cries out to my Father in verse 10 and says, create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit from me. Do not cast me away from your presence or take your Holy Spirit from me. Then I asked, dear God, what is man that you are mindful of him to bless him with your Holy Spirit? What is man that you are mindful of him to bless him with your Holy Spirit? It is you, O God, in creation, where you said to Jesus and the Holy Spirit, let us make men in our own image, in our own likeness. And it hits me. What is man that you are mindful of him to bless him with your Holy Spirit? Because you, O God, make it clear in your word that you are a jealous God. You, my Father, do not share your glory with men. Hence again in 3 verses 16, you ask, don't you yourselves know that you are God's temple and that God's Holy Spirit lives in you? So utterly hypnotized, I stand with a question. What is man that you are mindful of him to bless him with your Holy Spirit? So many a times did I falter and went wild with my carnal cravings. I tried to satisfy the flesh with sin, but in the midst of all of that, you, O God, speak aloud and said, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. At that very moment, I am brought down to my knees, and the only words I can utter are, holy is your name, O dear Lord God. Holy is your name, my Father, for there is none like you. You are a holy God. Some call you Jehovah, some call you Father, and you showed yourself to Moses in the burning bush, and he called you bright morning star. You showed yourself to the Israelites, and they called you a great provider, for there is none like you. You are a holy God.